Four competitors think they have what it takes to be the chopped champion.
Well, I see the beer and the poblanos, which I love, coming together because there's a spiciness, a heat, and then a dark sort of mystery, sweet ingredient.
It's important that things are perfect. I'm going to hear about this at work. Not a good day for that.
Abbey-style beer would be a terrific thing to, say, braise short ribs in. I don't know how you're going to use it with a fish like barramundi.
I'm stressed. It's throwing me off my center.
Where is Sung's fish?
I need to put the fish on, and I'm having too many thoughts about all the stuff that isn't gelling, but time is running out.
There are 3 rounds, appetizer, entree, and dessert. Each comes with its own basket of mystery ingredients. You must use every ingredient in the basket in some way. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will be chopped. Chefs, please open your baskets. And the mandatory ingredients for your appetizers are barramundi, apricot paste, poblanos, and Abbey-style beer. You'll have 20 minutes. Time starts now.
I don't normally run into apricot paste in fine dining kitchens. Yeah, you? I'm gonna make sauteed barramundi with a Abbey-style ale sauce and some sauteed potatoes and poblano peppers.
I haven't really worked with barramundi fish before, but I know it's in the bass family, so at least I have an idea of how it's gonna cook, and I do have poblano peppers, which I love to work with. I enjoy spicy foods, so I'm gonna go with a chipotle aioli.
The first thing I'm thinking is I'm gonna pan-sear this barramundi, poblano peppers, I'm gonna pair it up with another pepper and an onion. And now I have my salsa saute type thing. I have no real names for my food, dishes. I'm not that technical.
So I'm making a braised barramundi with some celery in the beer. Ooh. Braising is a much more helpful technique. Behind you. I'm here to show my philosophy about food, which is to be really centered and listen to the creative possibilities of food.
The barramundi fillets are going to be sauteed. So I've got a pan on the flame, a little bit of oil. I'd like to crisp the skin because crispy fish skin is a classic cooking technique.
Did you see Sung's fish?
She's trying it with a...
With a pair of tongs, and the skin is coming off. And look, Bryce is having the same problem. Bryce put it in the pan, and it wasn't hot enough, and I think it's sticking.
Well, that's an amateur mistake on his level.
I know I can't serve the skin to the judges, so I would much rather just peel it off and serve a sauteed, skinless fillet of fish.
1 minute to go, chefs.
I'm just going by the seat of my pants. I just need to get it on the plate.
And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step away. Chef Janine.
Yes, I have a pan-seared barramundi and arugula and roasted poblano salad with a chipotle ale sauce. Thank you.
Next up, Chef Joe.
I did a cornmeal-crusted barramundi over a Abbey and apricot broth, topped with a warm poblano and black bean relish.
Next, Chef Sung.
Today I made for you a braised barramundi with poblano, pepper, apricot saute with celery.
Finally, Chef Bryce.
I prepared a sauteed barramundi with potatoes, poblanos, and apricot and Abbey ale sauce.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Sung, you've been chopped. Judges?
Chef Sung, you obviously have passion and love. Unfortunately, the fish was not cooked properly, so we cannot move you on.
Thank you.
Chef Sung, thank you for sharing your work with us. Chef Janine, Chef Joe, Chef Bryce, please open your baskets. And the mandatory ingredients for your entree course are bratwurst, scallops, plums, and red quinoa. You will have 30 minutes this time, and the clock starts now.
So my strategy is to cook with a little bit more soul. I'm trying to make a more satisfying dish this round. And adding pork with the red quinoa, I think, is really going to give it this sort of hearty, satisfying character.
I decided to make a curry-infused scallop with a bratwurst red quinoa.
The plums are a little bit tart, so I grabbed the sour cream to help balance that out. This is going to be a plum cream sauce. I'm hoping to really impress the judges. My heart's pounding. I'm nervous about making sure I have everything on the plate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step back. Chef Joe, are you happy with your dish?
I am. I did a curry-infused scallop with a bratwurst quinoa with a plum gastrique.
Next, Chef Bryce.
What I have here for you guys today is seared scallop with red quinoa, bratwurst, and this is also a plum gastrique.
Next, Chef Janine.
What I did was a ginger-scented sea scallop, a red quinoa with the bratwurst, and a plum cream sauce.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Janine, you have been chopped.
Janine, I think we as a group felt you had some real flashes of brilliance today. However, there were some matters of execution as far as the scallops really being egregiously overcooked in your main course that led us to the conclusion that we had to chop you today.
Okay.
I can tell this is going to be a great matchup. Please open your baskets. And your desserts must include Israeli couscous, cherimoya, guanciale, and Irish whiskey. Important note, cherimoya seeds are poisonous when crushed. Please don't eat them or include them in your desserts. You'll have 30 minutes for this course. Time starts now.
Sometimes they call it a custard apple. I can infuse a base for a panna cotta. I need to get the cherimoya flavor into some cream. So I'll add some cream into a pan with a little bit of sugar, some of the whiskey, and the cherimoya.
Rice pudding popped into my mind because when I was younger, one of the things that really stuck with me is this little old lady who made this rice pudding. And it was just absolutely amazing. And I decided to make an Israeli couscous pudding. I'm not really big on the food, you know, give me food.
And we're into some real finishing touches.
I think it's important in presentation to offer a lot of things for the eye to follow. I want it to make it look almost like an amusement park. You've got the midway, you've got a Ferris wheel.
I did a little apple mint salad because my plan is to put a little bit on top just to fool around with the consistency of the dish.
Remember, chefs, these desserts will be the last thing the judges get from you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Please step away. Chef Bryce.
What you have here is a caramelized guanciale with whiskey caramel sauce, Israeli couscous, and a cherimoya panna cotta.
Chef Joe.
For my dessert today, I prepared for you guys a simple Israeli couscous pudding.
Whose dish is on the chopping block? Chef Bryce, you've been chopped.
Chef Bryce, we all felt that you're an amazing technical chef. It came down for us, there were some flaws in technique. So for that reason, you've been chopped.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Chef. Pleasure watching you work.
it. Definitely.
And that means, Chef Joe, that you are the chopped champion, and you're going home with 10 grand. Congratulations,
Excellent,
sir.
excellent, excellent. I'm so happy.